Hi, I'm Ingemar Hunnings, and I'm going to talk with you about qualifying work experience. I am the lead consultant at Hunnings Consultancy, HCL, and I am a solicitor qualified in 1992, but offer now a service to help people with the qualifying work experience. So what is qualifying work experience? Uh, this is part of the SQE route to qualifying as a solicitor of England and Wales, and it's one of the requirements for people who are not yet qualified anywhere. They need to have 2 years full-time equivalent qualifying work experience confirmed to the SRA by an SRA-regulated solicitor. If you're already qualified as a lawyer, you will be automatically exempt. I used to be able to be dogmatic about that, to say that's the situation. The SRA sometimes varies that, but take it as a general rule that if you are qualified as a lawyer in some jurisdiction, then principally you will be exempt from the QWE requirement. Now, the QWE is defined as the provision of legal services, and the idea, I think, for the SRA is that you are given the ability to acquire certain skills which turn you from someone who knows lots of law into an effective solicitor. Now, most people, well, let's say normally working in a law firm in England or Wales, will have someone in there who can confirm that qualifying work experience, because it needs to be confirmed by an SRA-regulated solicitor. Not a barrister, they're not regulated by the SRA. Not a US attorney, they're not regulated by the SRA. And I think the SRA here are looking at lines of responsibility so that they can discipline a solicitor who doesn't act appropriately. So if you are in a law firm in England and Wales, you're likely to have someone who can confirm your qualifying work experience. Go and ask them, and they'll do that. The SRA recognizes that not everyone is in that position, and they have allowed you to seek confirmation from an external solicitor. And that's something that we help with. Now, where you are asking an external solicitor to do the confirmation to the SRA of your qualifying work experience, the SRA requires us to do more. They require us to confirm that we have reviewed your work and confirm that we have got feedback from your supervisor. Now, I always offer a free initial Zoom call, which is usually about just up to an hour, in which I'm checking that it's appropriate for us to be involved. And it might be that actually I find that you have someone who could do the confirmation for you, or I might come to the view that, in my opinion, what you're doing is not qualifying work experience. So I do turn people away. So this initial free Zoom call is to verify the situation and to go through the process. Let's talk a little bit about the qualifying work experience and how that's reviewed. The way I do that is through a Zoom call where I will be reviewing your work through you sharing your screen. Before that, I would have asked you to fill in a form in which you're matching your examples of qualifying work experience against the competencies that the SRA has listed. And then you'll be listing the evidence that you'll be showing me. Okay, and then you'll be showing those to me during a long Zoom call where we'll be going through them. Also, I need to get feedback from your supervisor, which I do through a Zoom call. Your supervisor does not have to be a lawyer, a qualified lawyer. They just have to be someone who knows you, knows about your work, can also answer the question as to whether they have any concerns about your character for being a solicitor. Those things are what are required for me to then be able to go onto the SRA website to confirm your qualifying work experience. How long does the process take? Up to you, really. It depends when you got your period of QWE that you want to have confirmed, and then how quickly you turn things around. I have turned things around within a week for some people. Other people, it may take 2 or 3 years. They come to me to say, look, I've got this job offer. Would it be qualifying work experience? And then, presuming it is, they've got to go off and do the QWE before we can then review it. So I hope that gives you some information which will help you on your journey to qualifying. As I said, this is for people who are not yet qualified as a lawyer anywhere. If you're qualified as a lawyer, generally you're exempt from the qualifying work experience requirement. We do help people who are already qualified as lawyers, who then they may be able to make an application for exemption from the SQE2 exam, but that's the subject of another video which you'll find elsewhere. So I hope that's of help. Please feel free to get in touch, and I wish you all the best.